It's a Thursday, and that means it's time for our weekly checkup with Santa Barbara County Public Health, getting the latest on the COVID pandemic. Dr. Henning Onsorg back with us. Thanks for jumping on Zoom again this week, Dr. Onsorg. How are you? All right, make sure you're unmuted if you are not already. There you go. All right, good. All right, we want to start with this new survey that's out today from the Kaiser Family Foundation. They asked parents about getting their 5 to 7-year-old kids vaccinated. Only 27% said that they would go and get their kid vaccinated right away. The rest have fears over side effects, and there's 30% of those parents who were surveyed that said they're never going to get the shot for their kids anyway. What would you say to those people who want to wait and see?
Yeah, that's, it's always, as a parent, it's always very challenging, obviously, to make a decision for a young child in particular. You mentioned the 5 to 7-year-olds here, and
sorry, 11, 5 to 11. That was my fault.
5 to 11. Okay, so at that age, your function as a parent is really mainly the protector, and I think what parents don't quite understand is that yes, younger children do not get COVID to the same degree that older people get it. They don't necessarily get that ill, but that's no guarantee. We've had at least 100 deaths of children. We have had more hospitalizations in the country, across the country, and also in California due to COVID. And so as of right now, the data suggests that the vaccines are very safe. And the risk-benefit ratio has to be looked at, obviously. How risky could it potentially be, and what is the benefit of getting vaccinated? And I think at this point, the benefit of getting vaccinated by far outweighs the risk for any side effects.
Myocarditis is something that those who are against getting their kid vaccinated, even teenagers, say is a big factor. What do you say about that, and the fact that getting COVID can also have a higher risk of myocarditis, which is I guess an inflation of the heart, right? Inflammation of the heart?
That is right. Yes, exactly. It's an inflammation of the heart muscle that is usually caused by various viruses that cause this on a regular basis, and mainly in young men or teenagers, males, much more than females. Happens a lot, actually, surprisingly many, like 20 cases per 100,000 per year, which is, significant. Now, the cases that happen with an infection are usually relatively severe. The cases that have happened with the vaccine are very mild. 95% of those who had this unfortunate side effect were out of therapy after 2 days. They basically walked through this, took some Advil, and they were fine. Now, so a vaccine-related myocarditis, if it happens very rarely, is very, very mild. So that's what I would tell the parents, and I would encourage their pediatricians also to have a one-on-one discussion about the risk and benefits of their particular child.
Let's go to boosters now. We're seeing more of these rolling out. All 3 are actually available now for people that may have gotten whichever shot. But mixing and matching still has a lot of questions people are curious about. What are the rules or guidelines for mixing and matching vaccine boosters?
Yeah, I think the safest way to recommend is stick to the vaccine that you had. If you had the Pfizer, get the Pfizer booster. If you had the Moderna, get the Moderna booster. That is very clear. Now, people who have the Johnson & Johnson, they should consider the options that they have. Should they get one of these mRNA vaccines, or should they get a second Johnson & Johnson? So I think it is more important for people who have the Johnson & Johnson vaccine to consider this. And I think if you are a younger woman, let's say under 35, I would probably recommend to get a Pfizer or Moderna booster.
Due to the blood clotting issues?
and because of blood clotting issues in younger women, vice versa, I would probably, if it's a younger man who had the Johnson & Johnson, I would probably say get the Johnson & Johnson again, just because of what you mentioned, these very rare myocarditis cases that are related to Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, potentially.
Gotcha. I'll get you out of here on this. When it comes to case rate and hospitalizations for Santa Barbara County, where do we stand as of right now and heading into Halloween weekend?
Yeah, it's we are still, our case rate is ever so slightly decreasing, so it's on the right trajectory. However, it's very slow. So we essentially it's plateauing. Our hospitalizations did actually increase slightly over the weekend. So it's a little bit too early to say if it's going up a little bit more, but I would say we are on a plateau. We are still having significant transmission in the community. So there are a lot of people who are susceptible to the virus and can get ill. And you're right, holiday season is around the corner. So we are still keeping very close tabs on this. And we still, I encourage everybody to still really take precautions with wearing your masks, even if you're vaccinated. And if you're not vaccinated, this would be a good time to do so.
Dr. Henning Ansberg from Santa Barbara County Public Health, thanks for joining us.